Just gonna launch in. My first piece is called Dear Joan, Another Birthday. It has an epigraph, We Tell Stories to Survive, by Joan Didion. 9 a.m. They say I should develop my body of work. I'd look better if I went to the gym, if I'd written a book in my 20s. But I'm 33 today. I've heard the lecture that the body fails us, that failure shapes us. Can't you see the round in my shoulders, the disappointment of spine? Is this not the shape of failure? My left wrist aches, a fist in my right hand. This pen, this poem, this room, this ruin, is this not a shape? Shall I further bend, further story my undoing? Do you feel it yet? Have I hurt your feelings? Are you shapeless as I am human? 1 p.m. Some days I manage to subsist on Adderall and coffee. I remind myself that chemicals don't work, the neurons don't fire, can't run your body into the ground on empty. 12 a.m. Another year swallowed, everything different now. Remember when it was cigarettes for breakfast, spit on the sidewalk, blow and burn, and no bedtime? Yes, I've been an open mouth, a door, teeth bared, home to pigeon shit, strays waiting for the second coming, the great redesignation. I'd like something other than fight or flight. Come on, I've been good. I've waited patiently. I believe. I don't know what, but something else this time. My second piece is called The Entreaty. The Entreaty. A clavicle, a slick torso, afternoons spent at war, spent asleep. Your fingers pressed to skin, an entreaty. For more than I can give, water for a naked throat, extra bones where there is no room. And I worry, the visible seams stretched to burst and flood, nothing promised to hold. This could be an end. We could die like this, built and dismantled before breakfast. I tell you, my body is a map of wrong turns and failed disappearances. Countless returns and resignations, always something missing. Egg blue cracks beneath my skin, last words, old obsessions inked and fading, declarations raised, whole lives offered and abandoned. My foolish heart, shy behind ribs, a ladder up, an empty cage, all I have left. You turn to me, your crooked grin, your own wounds lit and breathing, and unzip your spine, long and lonely, your stomach pulling back. Tell me it's okay to touch the hole in your throat, the heart in your chest straight through. That skin is a story, that ache is a memoir, that scar is monument to all things past. You show me places once filled and vacated by others, the small shapes hardened, eyes wide, quaking, our bellies warm, throbbing. I concede to your body, devour what's open and naked, an offering, and you fall into mine, open and naked, a prayer. Poems are short. This piece is called Frankenstein's Monster Asks a Favor. It's my first time reading it, so. Frankenstein's monster asks a favor. Take me apart gently. Not strong, unarmed, bad blood let into therems and waterways, all my threadbare platitudes for one overwhelming moment, please. I could lose my mind to want, to trust you will hold me thrust naked into your unhinged jaw, and patient won't spit me out in a grisly rush onto the slab the moment I mutter these misdeeds into your mouth. Barely chewed, half tasted, and disappear, my secrets in your incisors, in piles for strangers, in pieces to discover and curb. Even now, you gone, I am a toothache for your homecoming. Tell me you fear no monsters, even when one turns out the light in silhouette, takes off its head to be me, I need you. To gasp at all the blood like you believe we were real as if you didn't see it coming. You'd been so invested. I'd been so convinced we'd be the ones left alive this time. You and I, so gross and so special. And this is my last piece. I kind of sped through everything here. This is my last piece. It's in 3 parts, and it's called Admission. And here we go. 1, I finally opened my mouth. I don't share my name in case I made a laughing stock. I don't name things in case I lose my wallet. I was turned off. I don't feel right. I am told otherwise. I find confusion triggering. I admit I've tried to snap. Tried to kick a girl into gear, rode hard for the break and failed. Shows over. How starved I am of need, stretched, thin-skinned, just dying to know better. I admit naming my guilty pleasures gets me off. For one, outsmarting yourself. Congratulations. You've been double-binded, foiled again. I've planned a lunch date with my corrosions next weekend. It smells like pennies and lemon verbena in here. I'd pin myself in a lineup immediately. Which one of you is to blame for all of it this time? 2, I have always dealt in absolutes. I've developed a taste for the difficult. Last time I was born a flood, a girl on her knees skinned, a sheep's head crowning a wolf's mouth. Sold heart first to a confidence man, 6 months in a bedroom, 4 in asylum last February, etc. Honestly, how uncomfortable must one be in order to be valuable and rare in this town? Paid any mind? Attention, another dramatic gesture ends in wild encore, another public whimper. Little sister of spit, blood, and bruise, daughter raised for meat. Absolution is a lonely trudge, and I just want to sit with the cool kids. I couldn't tell you how I got here, but look how well we've managed all by myself. 3, a piano from 12 stories up may be comedy given where it lands, or tragedy given the note. Once, my aunt saw a large dark bird plummet like a rock out her window. I see it too. She keeps going. Have I misinterpreted myself again? Have I missed my chance? These idle hands have been busy keeping the doldrums at bay, chopping it up for birds between short circuits of flight. And last night, my mother dreamt the whole world burning, a meteor, a heavyweight, a whole dead swarm. I watched her pack and incinerate every suitcase, memorize escape routes. She mapped all skyscrapers, contemplated each ledge and alarm, and disappeared. I've built a bunker for one, these once idle hands. I couldn't tell you how I've managed to write this, but for whatever it's worth, I'm not so afraid. I'm well-versed in endings now. And in case you didn't know already, I'll miss you all terribly.